morning, residents, and welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is May 6th. Happy Friday to all, and hope everybody's enjoying this nice, warm, almost summer-like weather. Not sure if you all got to enjoy the margarita cart that we had out at the boathouse yesterday, but I enjoyed a nice virgin cocktail with many residents yesterday, so I hope you got out there and enjoyed it. Today we've got a lot of information to cover, so please get comfortable, grab your coffee, and enjoy today's episode. Today is May 6th, and I will see you shortly. Have a great day.
Hey, good morning everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Just a couple of maintenance updates for you. First off, the kiosks for Myrika and Gordonia are just about done. I saw the new roof on the one on Myrika. It looks fantastic. Gordonia should be done today or tomorrow, Monday at the latest, and the one on Goldcrest has been finished as well. So now we got Larry looking at the landscaping, and that should be done in the next couple weeks. So I'm really happy with those. My next two are going to be Middleton Park East, and we'll get those two knocked out, and that might be done for the year. I gotta see what kind of money I have left going towards the September-October time frame. But we'll definitely finish them up next year if we have to. The mulch is going better. They're down to Middleton Park West. They're working evenings. They're doing a lot of extra time. They should be trimming your bushes and installing the mulch, going down Middleton Park West, Gordonia, and Myrika in the next week to 10 days. So that seems to be on track. There will be a sod delivery the last week of May, so if you're on the sod list, we should be knocking it out by then. And now pressure washing. Alright, so the owner didn't clear protocols for our meeting today. It's rescheduled for Monday. They will still be coming here to wash the building itself, and we will be getting a window washing crew coming back and following up everything. I don't know the exact date, but as soon as I do, I'll put it out in the weekly update, and we'll go from there. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you.
Good morning, villagers. Lisa Drew, your CLS director. A little bit draggled from the Cinco de Mayo party today, but I'm so happy everybody came out. It was a really great time, and my first event under my belt. I just wanted to tell you that the sign-up sheets have been processed and delivered, so you should have those already. Yes, we do have a bus scheduled for the May 20th Masterworks. I know it didn't make it onto the calendar, but it is on the books, and if you have a ticket to that, you'll be going. I also wanted to just encourage you next Friday, it's not this Friday, it's next Friday, the second Friday of every month, the activity planning meeting that's open to the entire community. I know some of you had some questions or suggestions about events on the calendar, and that's a really great way to come and be heard about what you'd like to have on the calendar or maybe not have on the calendar. So I encourage you to come to that. That's 10:30 Friday the 13th. All right, see you around the campus.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services. Today I've got 4 quick updates for you. The first one being parking survey. I'm going to be sending out a feedback survey to residents starting next week in terms of parking. This is purely to gather data prior to making the formalized parking plan. We had LCS development here a couple weeks ago, as we had mentioned in prior episodes. And while they were performing their site survey, they mentioned that the parking was actually adequate and above what they would expect for a community our size. I know many of you find that to be shocking, knowing that there are some parking concerns out there. But to me, that just says that we're not managing what we have properly. So that's what I'm going to make my project over the next year, is to see how we can best manage the spaces that we do have and allocate specific zones for the various types of individual that comes to our community. May it be resident, employee, vendor, visitor, and so on. Once we have the formal plan, we will present it to the Residents Advisory Council to make sure we're not missing any important notes. But like I said, all of this preliminary work is just to gather the data on the front end. With any feedback survey, the more information that we have, the more accurate the survey is. So I highly recommend all of you take some time to fill out that survey. Like I said, it'll go out next week, and it'll be via email and text messages. Up next, Google reviews. So for the month of May, we are in a competition with all of the other LCS communities around the country, not just our region. Whoever has the most Google reviews placed in the month of May will be announced the winner, and I am in it to win it. So we've already got some employee things going on where we've gotten 8 reviews so far from our employees. Now it's our residents' turn. I'm going to make it interesting for you all though. All of you that are in the apartments, we have our floor leaders. Over in the houses, we have our unit leaders. Within each neighborhood, your unit or your floor, whoever has the most reviews will win a pizza party. So get with me if you have any questions about how to fill out a Google review, and I'll have this formalized and emailed out to you all as well in the weekly update. This also counts for family members. So if you have family members who have visited the community, if you've had friends come over and use any of our services, may it be an amenity to the dining services team, then they are also eligible to fill out a Google review. Send it along to them. If you do have someone from your family or friend that fills out a review, just let me know so I can make sure I apply those points towards you, your floor and or unit. So I'm excited to see how many reviews we get for the month of May. Up next, security. So I have just ordered a security guard tour system that will come in the next 6 weeks or so. And this is going to allow our security guards to have a very specific method in which they do their touring around the property. There will be at least 50 checkpoints placed around campus where the guards will have to take their wand and check each location. We're going to go ahead and involve the resources of the security guards. They're going to know already what points they need to hit on a regular basis, but then we're also asking residents to help as well. If there's an area out in the neighborhood that you wish had a little bit more attention, or even within the building that you wish had eyes on it on a more regular basis, please let the CVIT committee know. I'll be working with them on this project to determine the best locations for those 50 initial points. And if we need more, we can add more. The guards will be touring these points every 2 to 3 times per shift, and it will be very measurable metrics. So if we realize that 3 times or 4 times is too many, we can lower it to 2 or 3 times per shift. But this way, we'll have our security guards on a very regular schedule in terms of making sure we hit all areas of the campus. I think that's going to improve not only overall security and safety, but it will help with placing work orders if they see something out of place, picking up random items of trash, or if chairs and tables are out of place, restoring them back to their regular position. I think overall it's just going to be a huge win for our community. A lot of kudos to Marcus for finding the equipment, researching it all so that we have the best resource for our particular community. And in line with security, I'm going to go over some traffic stops. Marcus got me this report from our police officer. For the month of April, we had 27 total stops. 21 of them had to do with rolling through stop signs. 6 were speeding. Of the stop signs, there were 4 citations, 13 verbal warnings, and 4 written warnings. For speeding, we had 2 citations. 1 had a license suspended, but the vehicle tag was relinquished to JSO. And then 4 written warnings. We noticed an increase in traffic stops, and this was most likely due to the officer being here on a weekend versus the weekdays. On weekdays, all of the citations have dropped pretty noticeably, and so we know that people are very aware now during the weekdays to watch their speed, follow the stop sign, acknowledge the stop sign. So now during the weekends, we're going to have that same practice there. So in terms of brass locks, nothing has changed yet. We're still awaiting Robert's final count on the doors, and then the brass lock delivery, the most recent one, that has been back ordered, so it's a little delayed there. We're still awaiting some details. And then for the last point I have for today, just a reminder to everyone to stay kind. Be respectful. We know that there are things that don't always go the way that they should, and if there is a legitimate concern, I'm more than happy to deal with it, as are many of the leaders throughout campus. But what we don't want to see happen is frustrations from residents or even other employees come and turn on our frontline staff. So the concierge receptionists, the maintenance techs, the security guards, servers, caregivers even. We don't want them to feel like they're taking on, they're getting browbeat over something that was outside of their control. So if there is a concern, if there is something that we need to take a look at as leaders, please use the forums we have available. We have feedback through the app. Of course, you can always email anyone in the executive office to let them know directly. And then feel free to also give us a call, leave a message. But I highly recommend having things in writing. That way we have a paper trail. We're able to keep track of it all, have record of it, and then follow through on any kind of change. If we need to change the way we're doing something, we have the data to back it up. So that's the best way that you can support us and actually see change moving forward. Quick reminder that May 11th is Receptionist Appreciation Day. So when you see the receptionist, let them know what a great job they're doing, write them a note, and just as a reminder, be kind. Thank you all so much and have a great weekend.
Hello, everybody. It is Friday. Coffee chat. Here we are again. I hope everybody is having a beautiful morning and have great plans. It's going to be a summer feel-like day today. So let me start out with some good news that everybody has been waiting for, and that is the booster clinic. I finally have a day and time. It is going to be Monday, May 23rd. We're going to hold it in Egret Hall from 10 a.m. to 4:30. You will need to schedule an appointment, and you will schedule that appointment through Innovative Home Services with either Victoria or Chelsea. And it's first come, first served. So if you want that 10 a.m. appointment, you need to call and get it scheduled right away. And yes, there is forms to fill out. Like with every time we've done a clinic, you have to fill out the form. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. No, I did not save them. So yes, we will have forms for you to pick up and fill out. And so on that day, just please have the form pre-filled out and also bring your insurance. And if you forget it, a lot of the insurance forms are, your cards, we did make a copy of those and upload those into Point Click Care. So if you did forget it and you have had your booster shot or your COVID shot with CVS, we can print those off for you. But please come prepared. All right. Next on the agenda is Guardian, the medication delivery for next week is going to be Tower A on Wednesday. So if you use Guardian Pharmacy and you are in Tower A, come down next Wednesday to pick up your medications. Also, another reminder is that Guardian Pharmacy does have some over-the-counter medications for you, so you can purchase those. You don't have to be a Guardian Pharmacy customer. If you need Band-Aids, if you need Tylenol, or any small over-the-counter type medications, come down on Wednesday between 9 and 1, and you can pick those things up. Also, they do have the rapid COVID test. So if you would like to have a rapid test just to have on hand for that day you're not feeling good and you don't want to have to come down and use our lab and wait 2 to 3 days to get the results, they have those rapid tests for your purchase as well. And also, if you are a Guardian customer and you live out in the homes, and your medications will be delivered on Wednesdays when they're here on property. So they will deliver them to your home on Wednesday. If they happen to miss you, then they will leave them medications in the locker in the wellness center, but leave the key to the locker with concierge. So that is only if you live in the homes, the key will be with the concierge. If you live in the tower, just remember that key is always left in your in-house mailbox. please remember to leave the key in the locker when you pick up your medications. We are losing a lot of keys. And so please, that is a big deal to please leave the key behind. Let's see, what else do we have for you today? Also, next May 11th in Egret Hall, we will have the personal health monitoring, I can't say that word, monitoring talk with Dr. Piriani and Dr. Ahmed. Dr. Ahmed is over our American Telehealth Physicians here in D250, our telehealth clinic. They will be here telling you about this new partnership that they have as far as monitoring people with hypertension. And so they will have a full talk and question answer seminar next Wednesday in Egret Hall at 11 a.m. And following my little coffee chat here, I'm going to have a little Q&A session with Dr. Piriani so that he can tell you and give you all the pertinent information about how important this is for you and how helpful it will be for you as well. I think that's all I've got for you guys on this Friday, and I hope y'all have a lovely weekend and happy Mother's Day.
Hi Cypress Village residents, it's Chrissy with Wellness. I'm here with Dr. Piriani of University of North Florida. Hi doctor.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself to
I
our
would
residents?
love to. So I am Sean Piriani. I am an oncologist by training, so a cancer specialist. So I practiced for many years and now I've transitioned to teaching. I teach the health administration students at the University of North Florida. And then we'll talk about some of the research we're doing in this area that will be interesting to your residents.
Oh good.
Personal health monitoring is a system that collects data. It's an electronic device that collects data. So the simplest way to understand is, say you've taken your temperature before, right?
Mm-hmm, right.
So imagine a digital thermometer, and instead of reading it and recording the temperature on a piece of paper, it electronically transmits it to your doctor. Same thing for your blood pressure or your pulse or your breathing pattern. Any device that electronically can collect medical data, we can transmit it to your doctor without you having to do anything. So suppose we're going to do a blood pressure monitoring for you. So we give you a blood pressure monitor,
Is it
sort of
something
like
like
this
this?
one. Yeah, there's an electronic blood pressure monitor that you can show right there. And when you take your blood pressure, the reading, instead of, again, you would keep a diary to record it to tell your doctor about it. This does it automatically. So it's a Bluetooth connection to your phone, and then it transmits it, through the internet securely to a medical facility. It will be your physician. Here it will be the American Telephysicians who have got a network here at Cypress Village. So the data would be transmitted to them directly. And through the teletherapy network, we can also respond back to you. So if they detect that your blood pressure is elevated and we need to do something, somebody will call you right back on your phone and say, hey Chrissy, your blood pressure is a little high. Are you stressed? Maybe you didn't take your medication today, so we can take care of it right away.
Right away.
So that you have a continuous monitoring of your measurements. Now if you were writing a diary, you would normally take that in like a month or every 2 months to see a doctor. Well, guess what? This is being instantaneously transferred. The data is being transferred and then reviewed by your doctor's office immediately that day.
Immediately.
So you have a continuous monitoring of your healthcare data. And it can be other things too. It could be your pulse, it could be your breathing status, blood glucose. Other devices can also do that. So that all of these can be done electronically. So the benefits are, you have obviously data that's very contemporary, right? It's not data that's 2 months old or 3 months old. It's just fresh data that you're collecting and you have access to it. Now, not only do you have access to it, you can also review it, but obviously your medical personnel can review it, which is just as important, if not so more important. The other benefit is, if we have this data, we can act on it quickly. So the idea is to keep you functioning and well, instead of waiting for things to happen. I think the most problem with these devices is inconvenience. So is remembering to actually either wear the device or check your blood pressure or your blood glucose or whatever we're monitoring. So it's the inconvenience of having to do it. I think that's what most patients will talk about. But it's really a minor nuisance, right? If you get into a habit of doing it every day, then it's part of like brushing your teeth. You know, you'll just do it every day and it'll become automatic. So I told you the goal of this is to keep patients well and functioning for as long as possible. So we're going to ask some of your residents, your independent living residents, and we're going to actually take a cohort of about 100 patients and give them free devices. So we're going to start first with blood pressure devices. And the device you pointed out, Chrissy, here, we'll actually give you a free one for if you decide to participate in the study.
Okay.
And we'll show you how to use it, and then all the data will be collected, and all the costs associated with collecting the data in the device is covered by the study.
Okay.
So anything that's not covered by your insurance, we'll cover, the study will cover that. So we'll provide that information. And then we'll collect the data and hopefully give you useful information about keeping you well. And we'll collect the data collectively for the whole group so we can show that we can keep a population healthy and well with continuous monitoring. So next Wednesday, we're having a session here right at Cypress Village in Egret Hall at 11 o'clock on Wednesday, May 11th. And if you come, we'll actually demonstrate the device and show you how it works. And if you agree, we'll give you a device and get you signed up on the study. And that's really as simple as that. So.
Right. Well, thank you, Dr. Periani, and we hope to see all the Cypress Village residents next Wednesday, May 11th, 11 a.m. in Egret Hall.
And we'll be there.
Yeah,
and I'll be
to
there,
see the demonstration.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cypress Village.
All right. Bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village, and welcome to today's coffee chat with Dr. MJ, your community therapist. May is the month of mental health awareness. And with this, I would like to pose everybody a question. Are you feeling fatigued, overwhelmed, maybe confused? How about a little bit of pain? Whether the answer is yes or no, I would like to remind everybody that I provide individual therapy as well as free of charge group therapy. I am located in the Innovative Home Services, and you can reach me at 904-807-6290. I cannot wait to meet you all and have a beautiful and blessed Friday. Thank you so much.
Residents of Cypress Village, I did have some personnel updates that I wanted to share with all of you today. Primarily it affects two departments specifically that I'll cover right now. Those are housekeeping and laundry, which are all near and dear to our residents' hearts and, you know, essentially the heart of some of the services that we provide to our residents here. I want to start with the housekeeping director, Mr. Anthony Bone. He has been with Cypress almost 2 years and done a great job for us. He has put in a request to do an internal transfer within LCS to another sister community in Bradenton, which would allow him on a daily basis to be home every night with his wife and his family. As most of you know, currently he commutes from the Orlando area, stays here for the week, and then commutes back. So he doesn't see his family the majority of the week. I have agreed to assist with that transition. We expect that transition to probably be 4 to 6 weeks from today. The only caveat to his transition is he does not want to leave Cypress Village in a really good, stable position, nor will I let him. So we're both mutually on the same page there. But so we have 4 to 6 weeks left with Anthony. With that being said as well, the laundry department supervisor who has been with Cypress Village going on 16 years, her name is Andrea Brown. Most of you don't really know her or see her, but she's been a great anchor for that department for many years. She has gotten an opportunity where she's growing her career and she's not doing as much of the physical work that she's doing now. and she took the job and the opportunity. I had nothing but support for her. She has given 16 great years here to Cypress Village, and I wish her the best. However, with her departure, the staff that she has built and the team she has built of 5 individuals, they are very, very close-knit. And when she resigned, we received 2 additional resignations after that. And we have 2 that are still on the fence that I am planning to meet with before the end of this week to see if they are willing to stay with us. With that happening, we are not going to let laundry crumble to the ground. We've got some people in place within the organization that are going to help anchor it down with Anthony's oversight. And we are also going to contract out laundry services to a contracted service for at least a month until we can get it stabilized with our own employees. That's the ultimate goal. In addition to that, we've mentioned on multiple coffee chats that the laundry facilities have been in peril a little bit because they've been working with multiple machines that either cannot be replaced and cannot be repaired and need to be replaced. Those machines have been on order for 6 months. We are expecting those machines to be here mid-month, so that's going to be a big help in regards to efficiency and workload. We do have confirmed delivery dates for those, so that's very good. So the new staff coming in, the new supervisor coming in will have those, new equipments afforded to them to help them with, guiding the department successfully. We do have a candidate for Anthony's replacement. We've done an initial interview and we've got a panel interview scheduled with him on Monday. If all of that goes well, we will successfully replace Anthony timely. I cannot say it's a guarantee because he did not apply for the job. We actually tried to headhunt him or poach him from one of our competitors here locally. So I will keep you abreast of that moving forward. Also, in regards to housekeeping, I'm going to turn it over to Anthony to give you some updates based on the current conditions and lack of associates that we have to manage that department. I'm going to turn it over to Anthony Bone now.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Like Ty said, I'm very sad because I got attached to all the residents here in Cypress Village, but it's a family. Everybody's going to understand because it's a family issue, not because of anything else. I love it here. And I need your help. Starting Monday, 5/9, we will be returning to service every other week due to needing some associates, but we're hiring, we're recruiting, so it's not going to be too long. So May 9, that's Monday, 5/9, we will start servicing first floor, 4th floor, and 7th floor. And it's going to be on your regular day schedule and your regular time. Like, I'm going to repeat, 1st floor, 4th floor, and 7th floor starting Monday, May 9, on your regular schedule and your regular time. And an example, whoever had service for Monday is going to receive Monday. If your service was at 9, you're going to receive Monday at 9. We'll give you an appointment card that looks like this. It's going to say when it's your next service. It's going to be in 2 weeks, your next service. Unless you got an emergency, please understand. If you got to change bed, linen, or whatsoever, you could contact us and we'll do that. There's not a problem. And I'm going to put my word, I guarantee you, every other week you're going to receive service. Then on May 16, it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 6th floor. I repeat, May 16, it's a Monday, is going to be 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 5th floor, and 6th floor on your regular schedule, days and time. Nothing is changing. Regular schedule and regular times. And we'll give you, like I said again, an appointment card for your next service. So we avoid any confusion. So, and you could find more information in the weekly update, or you could, I'm going to let a schedule to concierge. You could contact concierge 904-223-6100, or you can email the concierge, concierge at cypressvillageretirement.com. I'm going to leave a schedule with concierge. If you got any questions, like I said, you could contact housekeeping or concierge, and we're leaving an appointment card so we all be on the same page. Again, if you got any questions or concern, or you got an emergency, or you need to change linen, you could call us. We'll send somebody to change your bed or emergency. We'll take care of that. So I thank you for your patience and your understanding. Great community. I'm going to miss you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Natalie Gibbs. You all know me from Housekeeping. I would like you to know that I am now going to be supervisor of independent living. We do know that Anthony is on his way to bigger and better things, but there will still be a familiar face. I will be here for your questions and your needs. If you have any questions as time goes by, you know the housekeeping office number. Please give us a call. All calls will be returned. We know that's important. So keep up with us, and we'll try and keep up with you. Have a great day. See ya.
It's easy to have faith everything is going to work out when everything is working out. It's much harder to have faith when you're facing challenges, but that's when you need faith. Everything worth the prize is worth the fight. If I survive the storm, I can outdo the norm. To have more than most, I must believe more than most. I must do more than most, sacrifice more than most. We have faith that in the end, everything will work out. If we continue to adapt, if we continue to evolve, if we learn new ways, setbacks aren't always negative. Rather, they can guide us in a much bigger and better direction. But we can only see that if we show character in those hard times, if we remain open-minded in the hard times, if we show strength through our struggles. It's not easy, but it's worth it. This is community.
Hello, hi everybody. It's Maxine here. I'm here to present the weekly special for next week. We have fish and chips with a side of coleslaw. Enjoy. So sweet. Okay.
So just wanted to really quickly talk about Sunday. It is Mother's Day, so as I don't get to say it, Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. I will be here with the team producing some delicious food. We've got prime rib on. Chef Robert actually is going to be highlighting his stuffed shrimp. He's got a great recipe. He's obviously, as you've heard, from Maryland, so expecting some good things there. And we are going to treat it like a brunch, so we will open at 11. We'll be closed at 3 o'clock, and it will be the only meal that day. So don't forget, takeouts will be for lunch only. Remember to call by 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at the latest, so that we can get your takeouts to you for that one meal day. We still, and again, just a reminder, Loon's Nest is closed, as well as Sandpiper with the holiday, they will be closed also. So any employees in the area, stop by Middleton's and we'll make sure we take care of you too. Thank you everybody, can't wait to see you Sunday.
All right, I'm back, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are concurring with my original opening comment that there's a lot to share with our residents here at Cypress Village this week. You know, in addition to what I already mentioned, we do have some updates in dining services. Nothing real significant, but I want to at least be very transparent and let all of the residents know what the at least short-term plan next 30 days are there. As you know, our Director of Dining Services, Ben Gaudio, he is actually going to anchor himself in the main kitchen with the separation from Patrick Day, our executive chef, and with the need for cooks in the back of the house. Ben thought it would be in his best interest and for the benefit of the community and the dining services operations to step out of different areas that he's in, both administratively and directly working in, and really focus on the culinary aspects and filling any holes in the back of the house. So with that being said, Ben will be acting in the executive chef role at least for the next 30 days until we can continue to do the recruiting and search for that particular position, as well as continuing to hire cooks and stabilize the dining services operations. So with that happening, a lot of the administrative functions that Ben has been involved in relation to meetings, coffee chats, menu chats, all of the different areas that you would see him administratively, we are working currently with a plan to cover all of those so he can put laser focus and the majority of his time in the back of the kitchen and making sure that our residents get the best food that we can possibly provide. So stay tuned. We'll continue to keep you updated on that. Lindsay Rothman will be continuing to manage the front of the house and will be the driver of service for the front of the house, as well as Jen Ames in the Loon's Nest and Victory Sloan up in assisted living and memory care. So we feel that we've got a plan in place, but I just wanted everybody to be aware that there are a lot of moving parts in many departments that we foresee at least for the next 30 to 45 days. But we feel we're confident that we can, weather the changes. On a positive note, there are some key personnel updates that I'd like to share with our residents. One of which is our memory care director. She was with us, I want to say about 3 years back. Her name is Karen Coleman. She has decided to come back and join the Cypress Village family. She will be starting on May 12th next week, so that is great news. Our security guard that many residents know, his name is Ernesto Relunia. He has been with Cypress Village, I think at least 7 or 8 years now. He's currently a security guard on 3 to 11 shift. He has been a beneficiary of the scholarship fund. You'll all know his smiling face, great hard worker. He has actually been promoted to the supervisor of housekeeping, but will be focusing primarily in on the assisted living and memory care areas of our campus. So congratulations to Ernesto, well deserved, great guy. Think he's going to do a great job for us up in assisted living memory care. Our healthcare liaison for our healthcare center, we hired Debbie Cook, and she has been in the marketplace for 25 years, great reputation. We were extremely fortunate to get her on board. She officially started her first week last week and has been doing a great job for us. So hopefully you don't see her because she's typically in the hospitals visiting residents of ours or prospective patients that are coming into our healthcare center in the hospitals. So if you do get to meet her, give her a big warm welcome. And as we mentioned a little bit before, it's not a personnel update, but we are actively searching for the executive chef, and until that position is secured and hired, we're going to have Ben really, anchoring that part of the operation for us until further notice. And I think that is about all I have this week. I do want to say that we have some birthdays out there. We have none on today, May 6th day, but we do have 4 birthdays tomorrow. We've got Miss Sue DeKemper, the lovely Sue DeKemper, the Mr. Frank Cuff. We've got Evelyn Dutz Smith. She goes by Dutz. Many of you know her, longtime resident. Happy birthday, Dutz. And Miss Jackie Newman out on Silkvine Lane. Jackie, happy birthday to you as well. And happy birthday to all 3 ladies, as well as Mr. Cuff tomorrow. On the 8th, we've got 1 birthday gal out there, and that's Loretta Leafield. On the 9th, we've got 1 lucky lady out there as well, birthday lady, and that is Sharon Shearer. On the 10th, we've got Miss Benita Shea. Happy birthday, Benita, on the 10th. And on the 11th, we've got 2. We've got Mr. Harry Schaller and Miss Barbara Hall. Happy birthday, Barbara and Harry. On the 12th, I think I'm just going to stop on the 11th. We'll pick it up on the 12th next week. But, go out, give somebody a hug, give them a flower, say hello, whatever it may be, make their day. But reach out and say happy birthday to the residents that have a birthday coming up. That's going to conclude Coffee Chat this week. I just want everybody to take care, enjoy the weekend, And we're signing off, and God bless. Bye-bye. No, it's okay. I just got to start over now.
Okay, let's do this. I've been practicing, you know it.
Yes, you have.
How's the fries?
Excellent.
They're great.
Yeah.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm good. I think I did this enough time now.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Oh.